Okay, this video is going to be more about how to pick cantaloupe from the store and also from your own garden. So with your own garden, it's not as big a deal as it is with the store. So when you get a store-bought cantaloupe, a lot of times they'll have these green look to it, or they're really hard, like this one's really hard. Now I picked all of these today, and they're all like kind of different stages. Now this one right here, so when you go to the store, you have the bottom of the cantaloupe, and then you have the top of the cantaloupe. But the top of the cantaloupe is where it was removed from the stem, okay? And the bottom is like where the flower fell off. You want to smell the bottom. When you're at the store, you want to smell this part right here and see if it smells sweet. If it doesn't smell cantaloupe and sweet, it's too green, okay? So this one right here, literally its stem was brown, and it has like some brown mottling kind of thing, and there's like a little bitty hole like where a bug was trying to get in. And when you sniff this, it smells sweet, but not sweet enough to where I want to cut it yet. And it also doesn't have any pliable, it's still kind of hard. So I'm going to leave this one sit on the counter for at least 2 days, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to smell the bottom part to see if that smell is coming through. And then on the top part, I'm going to touch right there where it came off. Right now it's still kind of green and wet a little bit, okay? And so I know that that's not, it still smells a little green. So, but when I come back, this will probably be brown, and this will smell like a cantaloupe and very, very ripe. Now this one right here, I'm also going to leave on the counter because the outer part of the stem was brown and it looked like it was ready, but and it seemed to be softer than what I feel now. It has no soft spots at all, and it still got some green to it, but it was starting to split, and I know it's going to rain and I don't want it to split anymore. And I don't want to wait till it's too late and a bug is crawling into it, or not a bug, but a squirrel. We lost a big one, the biggest one that I wanted to harvest, to a squirrel. And so it was just a heartbreaking loss. But anyway, but if you notice, when I peel this back, it's still green right there. So I'm going to let that sit for a couple of days too. And it also smells kind of ripe, but not exactly ripe. Now, this one right here, it was still green. Everything was still green, but all these splits was happening, and it's getting kind of yummy on this side, and it has a ripe smell, believe it or not. And when I went to turn it to look at it to see how it was on the bottom, like this right here, it came off. So it just came off by itself. I would have left it a little bit, and I probably would have taken like a brown paper bag or something out there to put around it so that anything wouldn't get to it for a day or two. But I think it'll be okay, and we'll leave it sitting here for another day and see what happens. Now this one is overripe. Now, when I went to look at this one, I got it just in time before it dropped, because literally I held it in my hand on the vine and it literally just released from the stem, and you can see there is the pulp inside, and see how soft that is. That does not mean that it's rotten, because it's not. It's just it's overripe. And then this right here is soft also, as you can see. So, but nothing has gotten into it. There's no cracks otherwise, there's no holes, there's no bugs. So when I go to slice this one open, which I'm about to do and show you, then you'll see how it is, and then we'll taste it, because this will probably be the sweetest of the sweet, and I may make a sorbet out of this or a sherbet. So hold on, let's get to that. Okay, so I'm gonna cut it first long ways, and then I like to cut mine and not in long strips like a lot of people do with cantaloupe. They'll cut them in long strips. And there's the inside. Now you can see where this one is just a little too ripe, so on the end, so I'll cut that off, not a problem. But look at those beautiful seeds. Now I know that because this is so mature and the way the seeds are, and there's not a whole lot that they're hanging on to, these will be good to save for my seed collection. So once we have this done, then all we're going to do is we're going to scrape these out just like that into a bowl to save them. And then I will rinse these later to where all I'll have is the seeds, and then I'll dry them out on a paper towel, and then I'll store them in a nice envelope that's protected well from the elements. So as you can see on this one, I cut that end off. That's like that, and also on the other end, it's a little soft there as well. And I'm going to clean this one out, and then I'm going to show you how I cut these. Okay, so like I said, most people like to cut them long ways. I like to cut them like this, because then that way they don't, I don't have as much to cut off. All right, I flipped it over. It's going to be easier to cut this way, so it's stable. And then that way you're still getting a good portion of your cantaloupe, but it's not so long and it's not awkward to peel as well. So let me get these peeled, and then I'll move on to the next thing.